Hello guys, welcome to CyberCrust YouTube channel. So guys, today we are in the day 19 challenge of Advent of Cyber 2025. So guys, without wasting the time, let's dive into the computer screen and start today's challenge. So guys, here I have the complete playlist of Advent of Cyber 2025. So guys, in this playlist you will get all the updates from day 1 to day 24. So guys, you can save this playlist, you can share with your friends, and guys, subscribe to CyberCrust YouTube channel. Guys, I am on my TryHackMe dashboard, so let's move to AOC. And guys, let's scroll down and give a continue learning. So here you can see we have the day 19 challenge, that is ICS Modbus Claus for concern. So tap on this room. So now you can see we are in the ICS Modbus Claus for concern room. Here we have the video 1, here we have the video 2, and guys, these are from the industrial experts. And guys, from now here the story begins. So guys, here basically the story is the snow falls heavily over Wareville as cows erupt the TVFC headquarters. What should be the busiest shipping day for this season has turned into a disaster. So guys, here we found the delivery drone buzz overhead, their mechanical hum sounding almost mocking, each one returned from its route empty, having successfully delivered its cargo. But each cargo is wrong. Like, the logistic manager pull off the delivery manifest. Look at this. She says, pointing at the screen. The system indicates that we deliver teddy bear to Miller family, but they received a chocolate bunny instead. It's of same weight, same dimension, but completely different item. So then on the monitoring screen, a message flashed for just a second before disappearing. Exploit version 6.6, property of Hopsek Island. What should Christmas have? All the fun. King Malheur. So now a mystery discover. And here you can see we have the drone control registry map for maintenance use and holding register. So here we have some of the information in this. So guys, in this room we figure out that somebody had took over the access on the drone delivery system, and they tried to deliver some wrong items instead of the Christmas gifts. So we have to solve all that thing, and we have to deliver the correct present before the Christmas. So in this room we have the learning objectives like how SCADA works, what is PLC, the Modbus protocol works, how to identify and compromise system, configure in industrial system, and we have to understand the protection mechanism and trap the logic in ICS environment. So here we have the information about the connecting to the machine, and now here we have our set of environment. Here we have the attack box, means like we have the attacking machine, here we have the target machine. But guys, now we will not start this all because in this room we are having a lots of theory. So first of all we will check all that, then after we can move to our practical part. Now we can move to task 2 and we can continue with SCADA. SCADA is nothing but the supervisory control and data acquisition. So it's normally a command center for the industrial operation. It acts as a bridge between the human operator and the machine doing the work. And here the TVFC company is also using the SCADA system to oversee the entire drone delivery operation. So without it, operators would haven't no way to monitor hundreds of drone, manage inventory, or ensure packages reach the right destination. So now here are the components of SCADA system. So basically SCADA has 4 components. Here the sensor and actuators, and the PLC, that is the programmable logic controller, and the monitoring system, and the historians, or the database history. Now how the SCADA works in the drone delivery system. So here we have the SCADA in the drone delivery system. So like TVFC compromise SCADA system manage several critical functions like package type selection, delivery zone routing, visual monitoring, inventory verification, system protection mechanism, and audit logging. But why SCADA system are targeted? So basically here in the TVFC company, why the SCADA system is targeted? Because the SCADA system often runs legal software, and this is open source. Basically here the default credential haven't changed, and it is designed basically for reliability and non-security purposes. So they often connect to corporate network also. And here the main thing is we use the protocol that is a Modbus protocol. In Modbus protocol there is no security protocol. So this runs in the 502 TCP port where there is not any security. So it's basically very easy for any attacker get into the system using the 502 port or the Modbus protocol port. So here we have a question like what is the port commonly used for Modbus? So it's 502 and we can give a check. So it's correct. So guys, now we can move to PLC and we can discuss what is a PLC. So guys, now here we have the PLC or programmable logic controller. So this is an industrial computer designed to control machinery and process in real world environment. Unlike your laptop or smartphone, PLC are purpose built machinery engineered for extreme reliable and harsh condition. Like it can survive harsh environment, run continuously without failure, and execute control logic in real time and interface directly with physical hardware. So now let's discuss what is Modbus. So Modbus is a communication protocol that industrial device use to talk to each other. So here basically the client can be your computer and server the PLC. So here we have some of the data types in the Modbus, that is coil, discrete input, holding register and input register. So you can go through this table. Now here we have in the TVC drone control system, we will work with two types of data types. So we will basically use two types of data types, that is the holding register and the coil control. So here we will work with HR0, HR1 and HR4, and with the coils we will work with C10 to C15. So now here we have the Modbus addressing, and here we have some of the details, so you can go through these details. So now the security problem. Modbus has no built-in security mechanism because it has no authentication, no encryption, no authorization and no integrity checking. So now connecting with all the dots, in the next stacks we'll use a Python script and we will use the PyModbus library to investigate the whole system. Now we are all done with this, so we can give a check. And now we can move to our practical task. So guys, now let's start with the practical tasks, and we can start with the initial reconnaissance. So here to perform the initial reconnaissance we can use the nmap. So you can see we have the command to use the nmap. So we can copy out this command from here, simply paste that in our terminal and we can give an enter. So guys, let's wait for the nmap result. And here you can see we have found 3 open ports, that is 22 TCP open port, and this is a SSH service running, and we have a 80 TCP port on which the HTTP server is running, and at the last we can see this is a 502 TCP, and here we can see this is the Modbus protocol. So first of all, let's investigate the HTTP protocol. So here we have the URL. We can see the CCTV feed on this HTTP. So guys, here you can see we have the status that is compromised. Let's continue and we can do a Modbus reconnaissance. So here we have some of the steps. So these are optional steps, like you can go through this theory and you can check out this, like how to install PyModbus and how can we establish a connection. So guys, you can check out these 5 steps of your own using these instructions. So guys, now here we can see here we have the complete reconnaissance. So we can do one thing, we can copy out this whole script and we can simply run this. So for that we will open our terminal first. So we'll open the nano editor and we will type nano recon.py. We'll prepare a Python script. Let's fix this terminal first. So from here you can see we can copy out this whole script and simply we will give a paste in the nano editor, and we'll save this with Ctrl X, and here we can give a yes, and now with the enter we can save this script. So now let's run this script. So I will type python 3 and with the file that is recon.py. So here we have the TVFC drone system reconnaissance report. We have the report against the whole system and the coils. So now here are some of the safe remediation. Like based on our reconnaissance, we have to disable the protection mechanism first. So here you can see the protection mechanism is false, so we have to make this true. Now we have to change the Christmas gift. So here you can see we have the value 1, that is X, but we have to make that to 0. And now here you can see we have to enable the inventory verification, that is C10. C10 is false, we have to make this true. And enable audit logic, that is C13 true. So here C13 is false, so we should make it true. And at last C15 never got armed, and C15 is false, so we have to make this true. So here are some of the safe remediation. We have to change all those things. So now we can create another script. So nano, and we can type this restore.py. We can make this file as restore.py, and here we have the correct script or the restoring script. So we can copy that from here and we can simply give a paste and enter. So now we'll run that script, the python 3 restore script, and we can give an enter. So guys, here you can see the script is running, and here you can see we have the step-by-step running, and at last here you can see success Christmas is saved. So here we got the confirmation that our restore script has run successfully. And guys, at last we can see, like for the final confirmation, we can go to the Firefox, and from here in the website you can see the sock mask is restored. And now here we got our final flag, so we can simply copy this flag from here, we can give a paste and check. So guys, this is correct. And what if we triggered the trap? If we haven't restored this, so this can be like the C15 would arm immediately after 30-second countdown would have been started, and in between this 30-second all remain inventory would have been dumped. The CCTV would slow down the trap action screen, and yes, and finally all the gifts would be thrown out to the ocean. So guys, here we have a recommendation room, so we can check that. And here you can see we have successfully completed ICS Modbus, so we can give a continue. And from here we got one advent of cyber ticket, so we can give a continue. And now we can move to Wareville. So as here you can see we have successfully completed the day 19 challenge, that is ICS Modbus Claus for concern. So guys, we have successfully completed the day 19 challenge of Advent of Cyber 2025. So guys, for more solutions regarding Advent of Cyber 2025, subscribe to CyberCrust YouTube channel. Thank you.